on the TTT. Today I'm going to show you my favorite method of cooking some amazing stuffed bell peppers. So we're going to go through the process really quickly. I'm going to give you the full recipe. Nothing's going to be hidden out of this. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get going, all right? We got a small charcoal grill, a little nice barbecue. We got our cast iron there. We got like a cast iron wok. Right, nice and preheated. And we got like a Dutch oven here. Nice and preheated. We're going to cover that back up. We're going to use that as an oven, okay? We're going to use this as a fry wok. So you can keep your nice bottle of water there. And I already had them pre-oiled, pre-seasoned, right? So they're good to go. We got a nice ashed over charcoal fire, should last us the entire time. So let me give you the full recipe here, okay? All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do pork and beef. So I got some beef right here and some pork right here, all ground up, ready to go. Kind of depends on the portion. I'm going to cook more beef, more internal ingredients than probably I'm going to need for the bell peppers, but I'd rather have additional meat left over. I can use that on something else, those scrambled eggs and more. All right, so we got the beef and the pork. We're going to use some dry spices on it. I'm going to keep it simple instead of doing all of my different ingredients, sage and thyme and oregano and all this stuff. We're going to keep it real simple. We got cavenders in there, right? Throw some cavenders. We got some Creole, we got some Montreal steak, and salt and pepper, sea salt, and freshly ground black pepper seeds, okay? That's our dry ingredients, plus we're in Thailand, so we like some dry Thai chilies. So those are the dry ingredients that are in the meat, nothing more. There you go, the entire deal. Now we're going to use a little teriyaki along with our butter when we begin to cook, all right? So before we stir the meat, what are we going to cook first? Well, we're going to do the garlic and shallots. They take the longest, okay? So let's check that out. We're going to take a spoon right here. And it's hot, guys. I'm sweating, but I ain't getting it on the food, you know what I mean? Here we go, right? We got some New Zealand butter, some salted butter. We still got a little water in the pan there, which is good. We'll take it, dry that up a little bit. You can always tell if your pan is nice and preheated by throwing a little water in there. Ooh, baby. Yes, you're good to go. So we're going to do the butter, right? We're going to do the real butter. We're going to do a little bit of EVOO, right? Get some oil in there, that's all. Some oil and some butter. Now, I like keeping things large. I don't want to chop my garlic, my shallots. We're going to leave them whole, okay? We're going to leave them whole. We're going to throw them right in there. We're going to let those cook the longest because they take a little longer to cook, all right? Now, again, you can exclude this spicy stuff if you don't want all that in there. Pull back on whatever you want. I recommend the garlic and the shallots together. If you got the shallots, you don't need the onion, all right? So we're just gonna, we got a spatula there we can use in our wok. We're gonna make sure we cook that garlic and shallot down nice and tender, all right? We don't really need a lid on this because we've got a nice hot fire. Let's keep that over a little bit. Hear that cooking well, right? So that's going to take the longest. So that gives it a little extra prep time. Now we can go ahead and mix our meat here, right? The pork and the beef together with all the dry rub ingredients, right? We'll see how it all turns out. The reason I like to cook the meat before I stuff the peppers is I'll show you why I do that. Number one, though, is to get all the flavors of that garlic and shallot mixture. And in this other stuff, we got some nice orange Thai chilies, right? They're not as hot as the red ones. I'm not going to use all those. We got some nice mushrooms, 2 different varieties. Those don't take long to cook at all, right? And we got some Brussels sprouts. And we got some nice cherry tomatoes, both golden red, okay? So, I already went ahead and prepped my Bell peppers, and what I like to do, guys, is cut them long ways. Leave the stems on there. They're kind of nice for the garnish, right? So cut them long ways, and then take out the seed and the flesh in the center, and leave the room for the beef, right? We got reds, we got yellows, and we got greens. So those are all prepped and ready to stuff, right? And this is all going to go in with the meat. All right. So, ooh, man, that smells good already. What's what's nice about that hot charcoal and iron, man, you can get her cooking quick now. Get everything preheated like that. Now the reason I got that lid on that Dutch oven is I'm going to blanch these peppers, okay? I want to cook them a little bit before we stuff them, all right? Well, let's get our gloves back on, safety first, right? How do you like my new barbecue gloves? I just love red and black. What we got? All right. So what I'm going to do, pull the lid on this Dutch oven. I got a spot to set it right over here. I don't have all my stainless tables and stuff over here, but we're good for now, right? So what we're going to do in that Dutch oven is throw some EVO oil. Get the really spicy oil in the bottom there. We're going to do the same thing on them peppers. We're going to sprinkle that on there like that. Okay? We're going to blanch these peppers. Blanch just means partially cooked, right? So we got some EVO oil in there. Yeah, we want a little bit of flavor in our peppers too, right? So what we're going to do is just keep it simple, stupid. And don't kiss me, right? Keep it simple, stupid. We're going to take a little sea salt, right? And throw a little sea salt on. We're going to take a little pepper. Freshly ground black seed pepper. Fresh, right? We're going to pepper them up a little bit. Now that's all we need to do, guys, on them peppers. That's it. Now we're done with all them dry ingredients. We've already got all that in the meat, all right? There's the synopsis right there, okay? Well, we're done with all that. Now what do we want to do? We want to blanch these things, right? Hey, Mr. Wooden Spoon, you're supposed to fall out. So we're going to make sure they're coated in that oil and salt and pepper. We're just going to lay them in here, guys. Hell, we just dump them in there, huh? Just dump them in there. Don't forget your safety now. Get your gloves, heavy gloves ready now. That iron will get them. Alright, so we're gonna blanch them peppers a little bit. We're gonna soften them up a little bit. We'll stir them here in a minute. There we go, guys. We're done with that part of the deal. Alright, now stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. I think you're gonna like this. Now, what's the first thing we did? We got them big old garlic cloves and shallots cooking now. They're getting soft, guys. They're getting soft. Let me get my safety on here. We can show you around a little bit with some hot stuff. How'd that be? Huh? You all right? Okay. I told you it's going to be quick and simple now. Quick and simple. So what we got going, we got our longest vegetable spice, whatever you want to call it, garlic and shallots cooking first, right? Look at that, huh? I don't know how good's our light. See if I can get us a little bit more light real quick. Okay, so them garlic and shallots is really looking good. We'll blend this dry mix and meat together a little bit more. It don't have to be perfect. It's all going to cook down together. Right. We're going to make sure we get them dry, spicy blended in there a little bit. You know, it's all going to cook. Right. To go. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to dump it right in there on that garlic and shallots. Oh, baby. That's what we're talking about right there now. Like I say, we don't need to cook this 100%, because it's going to cook more after we stuff in peppers, right? Like I say, we got way more meat than we're going to use, but that's all right. You get the point, right? We want to do a damn demonstration. That pork and beef going to brown off pretty quick there. Like I say, I don't really need a lid on the wok here. Just need to get it frying. And again, you don't have to worry about cooking the meat 100%, because we're going to cook some more after we stuff them in peppers. Now we're talking about peppers, we need to check on them, huh? Make sure we ain't scorching peppers, right? Oh, baby. All we're doing is softening them up a little bit, guys. Blanching. Oh, man. Blanching. Move them around a little bit, get them bottom ones on top, top ones on bottom. I'm doing something here. Again, we just stuffing them up, guys. Pre-cooking them. Blank. Blanking. Right? That's what I love about iron. You can just get her done now. Oh man, that smells good. We're cooking with some grease over here now. Now, what else is going to take a little while to cook in there with that meat? Is these Brussels sprouts. I may not use them all. They've already been washed. I like to just slice them up there a little bit, guys. Get some of that cabbage taste in there, right? And Brussels sprouts are perfect for going with that meat. We're going to have color, we're going to have flavor. So let's get them peppers out of there. I can tell by the sound that they are what I wanted them to do. Just blanch. Alright, I'm going to throw them over here to the side. That's softened up. Ready to stuff. Have your prep ready. Now look at there. We got blanched peppers ready to stuff with meat. Now, we're going to go back on with that lid because we want this thing preheated. Alright? So she's going to sit there like an oven. Okay? Now remember, we got more cooking time after we fry, after we stuff, okay? So here we go. We're keeping her chunky. Just depends on you how much you want stuff, right? How much do you want? Mushrooms are going to last. They don't take long at all. You don't have to do the tomatoes, but I kind of like it. Gives it a little bit of Italiano, you know, tomato base to the, kind of like a meatball, right? You're stuffing a bell pepper with a meatball, so I like having a little mater in there. Again, just up to you, like how much you want to do. There ain't no set level of ingredients. And again, we got our EVO in there, and we got real New Zealand salted butter, right? Plus our dry spices. So, and that fire is nice and hot, guys. A little bit too much beef, too much meat. And I knew I did. I told you that earlier. I'm cooking more than I need, but that's okay. Because it's all going to stuff, right? We're going to stuff it all. I think that's about enough for these Brussels sprouts. But what we could use is another big chunk of that there New Zealand salted butter. Matter of fact, this meat is so lean, we're going to go ahead and butter it up pretty good. It's flavored, right? Fat is flavored. That old dairy cow down there in New Zealand got some fat on them now, and then they process that butter. What you talking about, huh? What you talking about, Willis? Now we got all the dry ingredients in there, and you guys seen what we used. No complicated recipe. I think everybody kind of likes all of those spices. I don't know anybody that really doesn't. So I'm gonna save the rest of the Brussels sprouts and then peppers. Now we're gonna do some tomatoes, right? And again, we want to keep her chunky, so maybe some of them bigger red ones we might want to cut up a little bit, but we ain't too concerned about it. Right? We like chunky. We like chunky. I like a little tomato base. Now again, these are real lean meats. The beef and the pork are real lean, so we added that butter, and that little bit of tomato juice is going to help with some moisture too, right? Want to help with some moisture. So, again, we are overcrowded, but that's all right. We're no hurry. We're just going slow. And we want that stuff chunky. You might say, how are you going to stuff that peppers with all the big chunky stuff? Well, that's why I took the flesh out of the inside of them peppers, right? So we got a nice little hollow boat. Just kind of stack that stuff on there. We're going to let this soften up a little bit now. We're in no hurry. Right now we've been running the video straight through. I'll probably pause it right here and come back when this is cooked down a little bit, and then we'll throw them mushrooms in, because them mushrooms ain't going to take long at all. Alright, you can see we got two different sorts of our mushrooms here in Thailand. Right? That'll be the last ingredient. Hey, have a Brussels sprout. They're good for you. Look at it. Huh? Stay tuned. Okay, well, while you guys are on break, I've been busy. I let it cook down. See, it's nice and cooked down now. Look at that. Look at that. We're still chunky, right? Got a chunky stuff in there. Chop that up a little bit, but again, I like the chunky. It makes a better presentation. And again, this isn't serving anything unless you want to serve some bread or something on the side. This is a full meal by itself, right? So we let that cook down. And I told you I had too much meat, right? So what I did was pull some out, right? Now you could use that for anything you want, right? You don't have to do bell peppers with that. I'll lay that over here. Cover it up. Nice clean towel. Alright. So we got that covered. Now, see, our bell peppers are nice and salt because we blanched them, right? We blanched them, so they're ready to stuff. Now, we got to get some mushrooms in there. They don't take very long to cook, right? But you can see what I've been doing. After I took some of it out, I've just been kind of chopping and stirring, right? Oh my God, the flavor. And you've seen every ingredient, right? Every dry spice, you've seen it all, right? So let's go ahead and do some shuming, shall we? Again, we like chunky. We like chunky. Mushrooms get soft real quick, right? Nothing better than a good sharp knife on a summer day with the birds singing. Thailand, where the flowers never die and the birds never stop singing. That's right, year round. I am blessed to be in Thailand. Guarantee you that. I'm a summertime guy. I cannot do cold weather with my neuropathy very well at all. Matter of fact, I kind of want to commit suicide when I'm cold. Ooh, it hurts. So anyway, neither here nor there, but you guys that follow this channel love Thailand for one reason or another. Right? Whether you've been here or not yet, you've done enough research and watching YouTube and Thailand to know that it's an amazing country. Definitely not a third world country, very modern, very friendly people, which the people is what makes the country so safe. Very limited low crime. You got to be looking forward to around the wrong people, you know, in the wrong areas to have any problems. I've been here 11 years. I've never had an incident at all. Not a stolen wallet, not a nothing. But then again, I don't live in the tourist zones. Never have. Not a thing. Not a thing. We got nice preheat on our Dutch oven there, guys. I can tell she's a rolling good. Well, what you can do is keep that bottle of water. You know, you can control your temperature that way. A lot of people get freaked out because, you know, things get too hot. Well, you can put water on them coals. You can put water in your iron before you put your food in there. You can control things pretty well. It's just a little bottle of water, you know. We got all our mushrooms in there, guys. Have a little bit of peppers and Brussels sprouts left over that we're not going to use. I'll sit them right over here. But boy, mushrooms going to fill it up now, ain't it? That's going to top it off. Top it off. All right, give that a little stir. Ooh, doggies, nice and more. Now, if you wanted to, you could throw you some rosemary or some Italiano spices in about right now, you know, in addition to what we got. Kind of goes good with them tomatoes. I mean, what Italian spices don't go good with meat? They all go good with meat, right? Thyme, rosemary, oregano, whatever you want to do. Matter of fact, I just talked myself into something. Hang on. Yeah, I absolutely talked myself into that, guys. I got some nice spices I want to go ahead and add. You don't have to do this. You want to stick with the simple. But I got a little thyme here. Some fresh thyme leaves. Some oregano. Had this stuff right in hand, so I thought I'd talk myself into that. Oregano. And some sage. It's all go great with meats, you know. Sage. And last but not least, we're going to do some rosemary. Why not? So now you've got the full ingredients of this. Look at that, huh? Now we got our Italianos in there. We got our mushrooms. That's going to finish it off, guys. Look at that. Man, does she smell good. All right. You see, it's chunky, but everything's cooked down now. So it should be pretty easy to stuff. Don't play around with hot iron, guys. I've been burnt many, many times. Woo, doggy. We got a little bit of EVO oil in there. Take the paper towel, clean it, boil them sides down real good. Man, that is ready for some stuffed peppers. Let's get the stuffing. Alright guys, we got our meat pulled off of there, cooled in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and center our Dutch oven here. We've got plenty of hot fire. We are ready to bake some peppers in that bad boy now. She's hot. She's hot. Alright, let's get down to business now. What we got over here, ladies and gentlemen, is we got that nice hot meat mixture that we done cooked up in that cast iron. What we're going to do, drain it off a little bit. Y'all see me put butter and olive oil in the meat. So we don't want necessarily too much oil, right, when we're stuffing our peppers. So you just go ahead and strain it a little bit, right? We want a little bit of that in there. We just don't need it all, right? So we got another little mixing bowl here. We can transfer over to that. Alright. And you know what I'm going to do is save that stock there. That ain't going to get thrown out, I guarantee you. I'll save that stock there. Make me a nice gravy later on out of that. Right? Pork and beef mixture with all the vegetables and mushroom flavor and everything in there. Alright. I'll scoop that out of our way. My God, we're getting overrun by animals. Look out, they're on the attack, guys. You see that? They're swooping in on us. Swooping in on us, getting them droppings. Y'all get out of the way now. Hey, on. Have some later. Guys, we'll make this real simple. We don't care about perfect, right? We just want to get some meat in there. We'll clean up the mess here in a minute. We just want to get some meat in them there peppers, that's all. That's all we want to do. So they won't take too long to cook the rest of the way, right? I mean, you can eat them the way they are right now. I like a little bit of crispiness to the peppers, right? See, we got chunky, right? We got chunky. This is an entree that really doesn't need a side dish. Like I say, with some nice fresh baked bread or something would be good, but other than that, you really don't need much. Now we're going to shake these here after we get them stuffed, so don't pay attention to how sloppy I am. We're just getting stuff transferred, right? We'll get distributed here pretty evenly, and then we'll get in there with some gloves on and really shake things up. My mom always said that she was a manager of restaurants. I grew up in the restaurants, and then I graduated quartermaster school in Fort Lee, Virginia as a food service specialist. So, yeah, from an early age I got a lot of training, but I learned a lot from my mother, and she always said that the customer eats with their eyes first before they ever taste a thing, and even when it's not their order, when a server's taking a tray of food to buy them at the restaurant, they're looking at that food and they're eating other people's food with their eyes first, right? So you want to be appealing to the eyes, and that's what we got here. All right, let's get gloved up and shape them a little bit, okay? We'll shape them up, make them look pretty and all. Welcome to chant time, guys. Our local monks here do their chanting this time of the evening and early morning. So anyway, you can see there what we got. And all I'm going to do is get in here some nice food gloves, right? I'm just going to shape, press a little bit, get things kind of situated. Right? Again, we're not looking for perfection. We just want that beautiful eat with your eyes message to be loud and clear. I think we're pretty good. Like I said, we drained off some of the moisture, but we want them moist, right? Nobody likes dried meats. My God, it smells good. All right, so now pretty simple, right? We gotta get our safety glove on top of that there. I'm just gonna layer the bottom. Yeah. I like to do things slow and methodical. So we got 6 in there, and that pretty much covers the bottom. Oh. Hey, don't wreck them. Ooh, doggy, that got you. You know, iron boy, you stroke iron like that, you might as well be stroking a man's woman. You ever heard that line before?
You know, sir, I do admire you, and I sure would like to touch the gun that's going to kill Billy the Kid.
You know Iron Boy?
Yes, sir.
Well, go ahead then. Have a look. Okay, pass it back, son. You stroke a gun like that, you might as well be stroking a man's woman. Pass it up.
Whoop.
One of my favorite movies, The Young Guns. The Young Gun series. So we got 6 in there, so that we got 8 more, right? So we got a little bit more Dutch oven work ahead of us. Now look at that. Huh? We got some extra incentives there. What y'all think we got going on in there, reckon? Anything worth looking at? Oh. Ooh, we got one more thing to do before we pull them out of there now. You know what that is, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, guys, little Parmigiano. Oh yeah. Let's get it covered up there for just a minute. Nice of it. Finished off. Oh yeah. Alright guys, that first batch should be ready to come off there. Watch your iron now, she's hot. How are they going to present this? All right, guys, we got that first batch pulled off of there. Not bad, eh? Looks pretty decent. Got the second batch, last batch in the Dutch oven. I just like the sound of the monks singing. I really enjoy it. I really do. All right, let's get some cheese on these and we should be finished. Oh my God, they smell so good. I hope they taste as good as they smell. Cover them up, cover them up. Get that hot iron on there now. All right, guys, we went ahead and covered the first batch. Keep them warm. And we got our plate that we're going to present with here. I'll save you a few of the raw vegetables that you used for a nice garnish, right? So we're going to plate it just like that. All right, I think 3 to 4 minutes with the cheese and we're good to go. Stay tuned. Don't be a quitter now. Don't be a quitter and quit me now. You guys like a nice unsweetened lemon tea? Man, with them fresh lemons and some oranges in there. These Thai oranges, the mandarins, they're not sweet, they're a little bit sour. Man, they go good with that iced tea. Oh, no sugar for this man. No sugar. Well, I think we should be ready for a final batch here, guys. See what we got. Wow. Looks edible to me. What do you think? We'll try it. Well, guys, I think it turned out all right. Hopefully got some decent light in there. Last thing I do, take a little bit of crushed sea salt. Top them off right. Just top them off with a little bit of salt. See, we got our garnish there. Our little orange peppers. You could do a little dipping sauce if you want to do some ranch or something for some raw vegetables, but they're good just like that. Do a little olive oil, maybe some balsamic. But to me, this is the whole meal. You could serve it with bread, but right now I'm no carbs, so it's only good enough for me. Let's see if we can get a spoon involved here. Got a little bit of kick on the back end with the Thai chili. Yeah, guys, all of them. The yellow, the green, the red, they all have a little distinct flavor. I'd have to say my favorite is the red. It's a little sweeter. They got thicker rolls on them. But it's all delicious, guys. Follow this recipe. Your guests will be impressed. Men like to cook outdoors. Doesn't mean it has to be burgers on the grill. You can do gourmet outdoors. The entrees, all you need. Serve some raw vegetables, maybe some celery, and mix it up with some Brussels sprouts, some pea pods and stuff. Do a little cold ranch dip. That's all you need. Let these stuffed peppers be your entree. Guys, absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching. Peace. Love to everyone. Bringing you a full recipe today. Hope you enjoy it, man. Make these things. Your guests will love them. See you on the next video.